Hello world, it is me again. I'm sorry my mic died out again. I need to get better with this, but I'm sitting and having a coffee and I thought I just had these thoughts and I started putting on my phone. I was like, let me just shoot something. But yeah, today I wanted to talk about something that's kind of been in my mind and it's kind of like like a follow up to yesterday's talk that I shared about, being the main character and um as trendy as it is, I think the practicality of it is, you are going to be taking the bus every day to work or the car or strolling through the same street and making food and whatever else. And every one of those moments, you get to choose if you want to be like a background extra or an NPC, like gaming, or you don't even want to be the main character. You want to be telling yourself the story that empowers you, that builds your life the way you want it, and helps you not feel burnt out or powerless. I think for years we've all given away our life force and our sovereign to these extremely self-limiting beliefs that are often self-imposed but also societal, right? An example is just considering what is a place that you want to be in, or I've shared it before, like if I leave a place that I work in, it's not going to happen, blah blah blah. Or you can take something, for example, like what specific path to any career that you're doing, um, you follow, because that's also limiting. Because there are several people, actually, some of the greatest people in the world, have built paths that don't exist. And I read about this really nice piece about a scientist back in the 70s. She did this experiment where she got a few older men and put them in a room that was basically dressed to look like the 50s. It had magazines and music and everything from the 50s. And a few days, these men's vitals increased. They got stronger. They started moving better. All sorts of crazy things like that. And I think it's a really cool story and a really cool experiment because essentially they just tricked their mind into thinking it's 20 years younger. And the same piece, there was a very nice part that said, you can look at 35 as too late, or you can look at 35 as the new beginning. So, like I was joking when I turned 30, I used to joke with my friends, 30s are the new 20s. Um, there's a lot there. I don't want to, I don't want to deal with that too much. But what I'm trying to say is, don't let those kind of self talks or outside talks even limit you and limit your plans. It's never too late. It's never too early. It's never too. I mean, there are 20-year-old billionaires right now, and there are, like, I know this personally, this man who is probably in his early 80s and or late 70s maybe, and he is performing his first ever piano concert in New York. And I got this email from him, and it was crazy. He's been playing music his whole life. He's been a music teacher his whole life, but he's playing his first ever concert. Um, and I think that's wonderful, at that age. So those are like those reminders that time and age and restrictions that we believe based off of time, based off of um, the norms, based off of what everyone else is doing. These are all extremely unhealthy ways to just stunt your own potential. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know if it's like almost. I don't know. It's the funny story. I don't know if this is resonating enough, but it's like a little seed sees a bonsai tree and goes, "That's just how big I'm gonna get." And that's just how big it gets, right? Or like if you have certain specific trees like creepers and stuff, you can put them in certain specific angles and they go in that certain way, or like they go towards the light. You can impose that. You can limit them by creating certain boundaries, even for plants. So it's kind of the same with our brain. It's if you believe that this is all you can do and this is the only way to do it, this is exactly what's going to be the result. But if you believe there's a different way, or you don't even know the way, I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I'm just it just feels right every moment. And it excites me, and it takes a lot of courage to drop the safety and drop the security and drop the comfort of friends, family, all those different things. And if you asked me a year ago, I probably would have not considered this as an option for my life. But when things started happening the way they did, I just decided to really throw myself into this. And I feel like it was a calling. It was something that told me to go ahead and try playing around with all of life and what it has to offer. So long-winded story is a lot of us want to do a lot of things. You want to ask that person out. You want to go look for that job. You want to quit that job and start something. You want to create content. You want to cook or take a class or whatever it is. Don't let restrictions like age and size and background and culture and all these different things kind of stop you from being the person you want to be or the person you hope to be and you dream to become. Because once you set your mind to something, it works like magic. And it's up to you to decide if that magic is going to be something that's going to help you grow. It's going to be something that's going to keep you where you are. I hope that makes sense. Um, it's just a little bit of ramblings today, but I also, I usually don't watch back most of my videos, but yesterday I kind of wanted to because I remember saying something, and I love this now. So I was here to remind you guys, be kind, be happy, be creative, and when you trademark, um, we're all part of this super cool computer chip thing. So let's be happy, let's enjoy, let's yeah, thank you guys for all the support and love. I really appreciate every one of you. Please comment down if you have any other thoughts or questions, or you want me to talk about anything in specific. There's a link to create a Kaleidoscope as well, and my personal mailing list as well. Please feel free to subscribe if that's something you want to do. I will be giving you guys more updates on the apps. I know it's kind of been on back and forth, but I'll do my best, man. I'll do my best to get you guys more of these things out there, and I will definitely keep you posted. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. And yeah, just have a great morning, night, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. And yeah, stay happy. Thank you.